Anthony, you've only beaten me one time. How about you go wait in the lunch line?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fantasy Football Podcast for the Powerball Junior. We're so happy to have everyone. I come to you again with a loss this week, but we have a pretty good show for you guys here today. And we're going to brag about some things we projected correctly, and as usual, not talk about the incorrect.
Anthony, you're not supposed to read the italics.
Oh, oops. But let me go over the segments we're going to do for this week. We're going to compare players to who they are in the league. League news, week 2 breakdown, this week's matchup of the week, the coming out player of the week, aka the Nick Jones gay player of the week, in the mailbag. Now let's
I would like to say that I predicted Ben was gonna win.
He played you.
Yeah, I know. And
so you predicted
maybe I didn't
him to
predict
beat
he was
your
gonna
team.
win.
So you have no confidence in your team
Hey,
whatsoever. As an 0-2 member, I have confidence as an 0-2 member. You seem to have no confidence as an 0-2 member. I mean, I am playing Anthony this week, so I give myself a pass. But
I don't have confidence.
I think Ben has supplanted Anthony as the superior twin for fantasy football.
That's just an outrageous thing. I literally,
You won't even show your face.
You won't even show your face. You are so embarrassed. You have a hood and
it's just not true.
dude, how about you like turn on your car and put the like lights on and stuff, or what? Why would you not do that?
I didn't bring my keys.
How did you get in your car?
It's gonna
Sure you're in your car?
real cold as Anthony records the podcast throughout the season. If he's from his car.
But I am going to school in basically Florida, so it'll be okay.
I don't know. It could snow. It could snow in Statesboro.
All right. Well, I'd like to shout out.
Anthony, you have the lowest points in the league.
We know. I for the first. All right.
You were my therapy team of the week last week.
Okay.
I was right.
Everybody, we're going to start the show. Our first segment is something that we're doing new here for the first time. We're excited about it. It is the Compare the Player. And I believe Nick Jones is going to start comparing his player. Just so everyone knows, we're naming an NFL player and saying who that NFL player relates to in our fantasy football league. Nick Jones, take it away for yours.
So we picked a couple random players. My player was Tua. And I think everyone counted him out before the season even started. He's had a hot start, and he now has everyone kind of second guessing themselves on whether he's good or not. And that player in our league is Ben Jones. He is on a tear his first 2 weeks, started 2-0.
I'd like to point out, I predicted that. I said that he was going to be much better than Justin, that he was going to be a pretty good fantasy player this year in the first podcast. Thank you. So, Justin, fuck you for always saying everything I say is wrong. Predicted that one. I predicted that your shitty ass team would be not in first place in your division.
You did also say, and I think I sent this in the league chat, that Tua would have 12 40-plus yard completions this year, and he already has 4. He only had 6 last year, so I think that was a bold prediction from Anthony to start the season.
Like Matthew Berry at this point. So,
who's Matthew Berry? You're Matthew Berry?
I am.
Would Matthew Berry ever be in last place in the Fantasy Football League? I don't think so.
Probably. Oh, I see. I am him.
Braden's just picking his toes right next to me.
Oh my God.
What's going on here?
So, Nick, anything else to say about Tua?
No, that's it.
So next, we're going to take it over to compare the player for me. And my player that I'm comparing is Adam Thielen to Mr. Carter Moran himself. And you might say, why? Why? Here's why. Because every year, Carter's pretty good at fantasy football. Every year, he shows up, he does what he's supposed to do. Yeah, he's pretty good. But he never does anything to really change the value of your team. Adam Thielen, he's good, but there's not much special to him. He's never going to be the best receiver in the league. He's never going to win the league. Well, he might get 4th, 5th, have a year top 10 receiving yards, but he's no Justin Jefferson. I'm Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Adam Thielen, Carter Moran.
That's a pretty fair comparison. I love Carter and
I
now
like it.
Adam
I think
Thielen's
that was
pretty
good.
good, but yeah, he's been in second place twice in history. And other than that, I think he's got a pretty good history of making the playoffs.
Makes
He's
the
made the
playoffs a lot.
playoffs. He's made the playoffs 5 out of his 7 times in the league.
He's good.
So
He's good. He's just not great. He's just never actually going to be the best one, When I say best receivers, does anyone even come across to Adam Thielen? No.
Not once.
Who's
Yeah,
the best?
never have.
Maybe.
Who's the best
And
fantasy?
that guy's pretty good.
Yeah, if we were to compare Adam Thielen to somebody, it would be Allen Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Carter.
Okay, so Braden, take it away for your player.
All right, so I was assigned Ezekiel Elliott. And I put a lot of thought into this one, and I came up with a couple people that kind of fit this bill, but none better than Anthony Jones himself.
I did.
And I know everybody's gonna say it's because feed me, just that kind of goes along with Anthony, but that's not why. If you think back to 2016, 2017, Zeke, oh my God, like I'm afraid to play Zeke. And back when Anthony was putting up 260 points in a week, I was afraid to play him. And now I'm not afraid of him at all. The guy drafts second string running backs in the 4th round. Like he's just not good anymore. So yeah, I would compare Anthony to Zeke because he's basically washed. That's what I think. With that, I can pass it to Cole.
I also will say
to
Braden was thinking about who he was going to compare his player to in the shower. So he was thinking about Anthony in the shower today. He might have been thinking about all of you while he was trying to compare.
Right, let's hear your stupid take.
I smell nice now.
Yeah, thanks for Anthony. So yeah, we got Cole Kmet, and unlike Braden, I didn't really have to think too hard about this one. I think we all know it's Anthony. Cole Kmet has 0 catches in the first 2 games of the 2022 NFL season. Anthony has the least amount of points in our fantasy football league. So Cole Kmet is actually the worst tight end in the NFL, just like Anthony is the worst team in the league. And actually, Cole Kmet has the same amount of catches as Anthony in the league, which goes to show how bad Cole Kmet is and how bad Anthony is. It's pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science. It might be rocket science to Anthony, but I think to all of us, it's fine.
Good to see you look like you showered this week. Guess what I bought tonight, Alexi? Just guess what I bought. Just guess.
Oh, I know what it is.
Either.
I
Huh?
bought Drano to get your ass out of my fucking drain.
Is that the only joke you've had? That's
He has
the only good joke that's landed so far, and I think you're going to be abusing it to the point where it won't be funny anymore. So, up to you.
Okay, Alexi.
Yeah, shut up, Alexi. All right, next we're gonna move on in this podcast, everybody. This segment 2, which is our league news. We're gonna go over some scores, injuries, trades, and just good old-fashioned beef, man. Good old-fashioned beef. So we're gonna start off with Sexy Lexi breaking down Ben and Nick's matchup last week.
Yeah, it's a pretty good matchup. Kind of low scoring, but only 9-point difference. Ben ended up getting a win from Nick. I think I picked Ben first and then picked Nick at the end, but Ben ended up getting the W. But yeah, it was a low scoring game by both teams, about an average of 128, 129 points. Nick, you want to say anything about this matchup? I know you're on the stream, might be having
I cut it close, real close at the end. Ben was nervous. Jalen Hurts was going off. If only whoever they played could have kept it close, then maybe I could have pulled it out. But at the end of the day, Dallas Goedert kind of screwed me because Jalen Hurts.
Do you have any hope for week 3? Any hope for week 3?
Man, I like to think I'll have some hope.
Who are you playing? Who are you playing in week 3?
I'm playing Justin actually, so we'll talk about this later in the podcast. But I'm pretty excited to play Justin this week. Not gonna lie.
He has no tight end. Oh, he's got Taysom Hill. Okay.
Oh, he's got Taysom Hill.
He's in good hands.
All right. Anything else, Alexi, about that matchup?
Nope.
I think there is actually one more thing.
We have a special guest if he's gonna get on anytime soon. Ben, are you there, buddy? Oh, he might be joining.
Hey guys, happy to be here. What's going on?
What's up, man? We
My
were just
bad.
breaking
Was
down.
having some technical difficulties, but I'm here now.
We were just breaking
Let
down.
me ask where you are. Where are you, Ben?
Where I'm outside, I'm on Riverbend Road.
I know where that is.
I'm
I was
bending
trying
the
to.
overall, baby.
So I was a little late, but I was gonna break down the matchup. So Nick's two running backs combined ran for half a football field. I just think that's quite impressive. So I just wanted to.
That's a
Thanks
good
for that.
point, Ben.
Yeah. You have anything else to say of importance?
Yeah. I'm by far the best person in this league. Y'all don't know what's coming. I got a huge waiver wire pickup tomorrow morning. Big points coming. You don't know you don't even know what's happening. That's all I want to say.
All right.
Well, Ben, I actually did claim that you are the superior twin at fantasy football now earlier in this episode. So
I genuinely feel bad for Anthony for one reason.
Yeah.
He cares so much about this and just sucks.
Hey, Ben.
And
Ben,
I
Ben,
struggle to put in effort. I put in
Hey,
effort
Ben.
for the people,
Hey, Ben.
and I'm just
Ben.
so freaking good.
Ben, who's the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback?
Oh, it's that guy, the guy with the hair.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
That guy with the hair.
Get the fuck off my podcast.
It's Ben Roethlisberger. It's Ben Roethlisberger, right?
I really cannot believe that you're 2-0 and that you can't answer that question.
Wait, I thought did Ben Roethlisberger retire? Or is he on the team?
Yes, Ben. He's along with Calvin Johnson, Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, I got my Skittles. Wow, I'm just so happy.
Ben, who's the Broncos quarterback this year?
Russell Wilson.
Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna move on to the matchup.
I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna head out. But I just need to make a bold prediction so that it'll just not come true. Because I feel like that's the theme of the podcast. So my bold prediction is that Anthony's gonna win this week.
Thanks, Ben.
It's pretty bold. So yeah, not a bad prediction.
And
Mike
what
is
is
on.
this?
What is going on?
What is this?
It's a party.
A surprise person has entered the chat
Oh
to
my
break
God.
down his matchup against
No
Anthony
way!
from last week.
Hello.
Mike!
Hello.
Mike Marguerite is
Let's
here.
go!
Let's go.
All the way
Welcome to the
from South
podcast.
Carolina. He won
I'm
his
enjoying
matchup
it.
over Anthony by a whopping 32 points. Anthony suffered a huge injury with Trey Lance.
Not really. That guy fucking sucks, man.
Mike, do you have anything to say about your huge victory? Or just about
it's
Anthony as a
tough.
person?
It's
How
tough
about
when.
that?
Mike, we're friends. Hopefully you didn't
No,
listen to
it's
last
been-
week's podcast.
No, actually, I didn't. So,
I shit on for about 2 minutes, but
it's
yeah,
okay. I'm glad I beat you. It's tough when I threw up a deuce, a big dud from the tight end, and you still got blown out by 30. But Lamar dropped a 50 burger on you, so
my quarterback had 2 points.
it's okay. Yeah, you suffered a tough injury. It was about wrapped up after that.
Yeah, well, it's Elijah Moore season. You better watch out.
Hey man, I got him in my other league. I think he's really good. Except I do have what's his face? Wilson.
Mike, are you under the influence of anything right now?
Couple things.
No way, dude. There's no way.
This podcast does not support drugs, alcohol, or any physical substance. Thank you.
You know, I
So
thought Judge was gonna hit 61 tonight.
Aaron
Had
Judge
to.
sucks. Aaron Judge is a pussy.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, let's keep it to football. Baseball.
Okay.
Baseball season's over.
Sorry.
Mike, anything else about our matchup, Mike?
No, basically you suck. I'm pretty sure that I own you, like consistently, at least in the regular season, because in recent time you don't make the postseason.
How many
Yeah.
rings you got?
You know, half as many as yours.
Damn
You only
right.
got what, 2?
Yeah, damn right.
It's okay. I'll be there eventually. Because I don't think you're gonna be making another one anytime soon.
Oh,
Mike-
this year's my year. I'm starting slow, everybody. I'm a hand of hot. Don't worry about it. ETN season. You know what I'm saying?
Mike, how do you feel that Trey Lance's injury and getting Jimmy G back is gonna help Debo?
I think it's actually gonna be better. quite frankly.
Yeah, it is gonna be better. Same with George Kittle, who's on my fantasy team.
Yeah,
Big
I think Jimmy Garoppolo makes that team better
He makes the
right now,
offense,
at least.
passing offense better, right?
He's really handsome too.
Yeah, I mean, dude got him to the NFC Championship twice?
Yeah.
And they're just gonna, yeah. I mean, he can pretty much do his job just fine there. And Trey Lance sucks, so it's my official take.
I heard he's gay.
What round did you draft him in? I hope it wasn't pre-10.
It was pre-10.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
I got
At least
Kirk.
my guy put up 50. At least get
Don't
what you
worry, I
paid
got
for with
Captain
him.
Kirk down to the next 50.
Oh no!
Yep. You know, we're in shambles right now in Statesboro, Georgia, but we're gonna be okay, I think. Big things coming.
You changed your
So-
team name. That's why.
Well, because Ben, but then you just changed it to mine again.
I know, that was hilarious.
You should change your name every week and see if Ben keeps changing it.
Ben, I'm fully in support of
I'm
it.
not
I just think it's so funny. You guys are twins. You guys should just totally keep it the same.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're gonna move on from my
Yeah,
team.
thanks
I'm
for
gonna
coming
take-
on, Mike.
Thanks,
All
Mike.
right.
Thanks, Mike. Miss
Bye,
you,
Bye,
buddy.
Mike.
everyone. I appreciate
Bye.
it.
Love you. All right, so we're gonna hop over to the Braden and Justin matchup that I'm gonna break down. It brings me great joy to say that Braden Little suffered a loss, but Justin's team still sucks. It was a pretty close one. I mean, when you go back to it, and it really came down. My light just went off again. Hold on, everybody, gotta open my door. Close the door. There we go. All right, so it really came down to Aaron Jones, man. I mean, the guy had a hell of a night. What are you gonna do? And Braden's team kind of just laid an egg, other than two players, Michael Thomas and Mike Williams. But I will say, we got to bring the ambulance over to the Justin's team, because the guy, this is like COVID in 2020 or whatever, man. Just the hospital's full. We got Jerry Jeudy hurt, Justin's team. Herbert hurt, Justin's team. Dalton Schultz hurt, Justin's team. Hunter Renfrow hurt, Justin's team. Keenan Allen already hurt, Justin. The fuck, man. So love that, because this shitty team's already just falling apart.
And I get to play him this week.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's in shambles. Again, it's like COVID in 2020. It's a mess. My prediction was right. I said that Braden was going to kick the shit out of Justin, and I was wrong. So actually, it wasn't right. I was wrong, but I'm going to predict. I don't even know who's playing this week. I'm going to predict Justin loses. Oh, Nick. I'm going to predict Justin loses by 30 to 40 points this week.
Nick's gonna get his first W, huh?
It'll be the first one on the podcast. I won't be wearing a hood next week.
I have a podcast.
And James Robinson's going to get hurt in the ETN season. Now we're going to move on to Nick talking about Connor versus Paul.
Yeah, so Connor won this one just barely, 152 to 140. Like we mentioned on the podcast Sunday afternoon, Julio was hurt. Paul did not take Julio out of his lineup. He laid a big fat 0. And if Paul had started any other receiver on his team, I think he has Tyler Lockett and somebody else. They both scored well over 12 points, and he could have easily won the matchup. Paul, that is just pathetic, and that could be grounds for getting kicked out of the league if you don't set your lineup every
There
week.
were rumors earlier in the year.
There were rumors earlier in the year.
Rumors. Those were my rumors.
Like Anthony's rumors again. Yes.
Paul,
Some fun
out.
facts for you for this matchup. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. He has now had 8 or more receptions in 8 straight games. The only other players to do that have been Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown, so good company. And another fun fact is Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans. They've faced off 9 times in their career. And Mike Evans' stat line in all 9 games is 13 catches, 261 yards, and 2 touchdowns through 9 games.
Damn.
So don't start Mike Evans. He's playing the Saints.
That's something right there. Braden, let's break down Alexi versus Williams this week.
Yeah, I predicted that Alexi would win. And I don't know why I keep betting against William, because he just keeps proving me wrong.
Because his team sucks.
His team put up 162 points, and his wide receivers are insane. He's starting tight end Cole Kmet, who doesn't have a catch, and he is currently, is he 2-0? Is 2-0? I think
He's
he's
2-0. He's
Yeah,
definitely
and
2-0.
his tight end doesn't have a catch on the season. So, yeah, I don't know why I picked Alexi. Sorry,
This
dude.
was
Dalvin
I
Cook's
think
not
that
good.
this. I think Nick said this was the wide receiver bowl, man. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of really. I mean,
Diggs,
3
Hill,
of
and
them
Cup.
over
That's
30, 2 wide receivers over 40 in this matchup. Diggs is insane.
Shows you how
But-
bad Alexi is that he had one. He still scored 127 points. But
yeah, that's also true. Unfortunately, Stafford's touchdowns went to Cooper Cup, so that definitely benefited William in that matchup. And then really the big thing is that Miami defense letting up 38 points to Lamar and getting a -4.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
never want
Alexi,
to get
how do
negative
you feel that you
points.
could have just not started a defense and you would have been better?
Yeah, you never want to get negative points. That obviously brings your points down, which is gonna, make you not win. So bad choice.
Georgia Tech grad right there.
Bad choice.
Give
Yeah,
us a little
that's-
math.
that's
the
what
bench
they
is
teach you
pretty
there.
bad too. You should start Damian Pierce.
I don't know about that.
Well,
I
he
got
both
3
running
Texans
backs.
right now, so I'm trying to
That's
lower
never
my
good.
amount of
Really-
Texans. Yeah,
Alexi,
so
that's really
we're trying to
good.
get that number to probably about 1 or 2, and we'll bring it up now. Anthony actually sent me a trade today. Let's go ahead.
I kind
So
of
we-
want to trade.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say this trade. So I would actually give away Dalvin Cook and Brandon Cooks, and in return, I would receive Cortland Sutton, Antonio Gibson, and Elijah Moore.
Wow,
Well,
that's a thinker.
Antonio, you say Antonio Gibson?
I said Antonio Gibson.
Well, how much longer is he even going to be playing?
Nick, are we? Shut up, Nick. What is this? Are we helping? Like, shut the fuck up.
Huh?
You're on 2. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just
You literally
curious.
look like a big toe.
I'm just curious about Brian Robinson is all.
Yeah, dude, like an
Well,
egg
let
yolk.
me tell you
I'm
about.
curious about Brian Robinson.
All right.
He is not doing well.
Wee woo, wee woo.
He-
Brian Robinson update of the week.
He,
Oh God.
he is running now at half speed, which I don't know what exactly that means, but that was the update that I received from Twitter.
Well, if a normal
Um,
person runs at about 20 miles an hour,
What's
He's currently
normal
running at
person
10.
running 20 miles an hour?
That's pretty
Nick,
fast.
that's like 14 is normal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's,
Yeah,
NFL
20
pro
miles per hour. You
20
should
miles an
probably
hour.
be playing some sort of
that's like
professional
the
sport.
fastest time is like 25 miles an hour in like an NFL season. So I don't really know what.
So Brian Robinson is probably
He's running
running.
at 6.
He's probably running about 12 to 13 miles per hour right now.
Which I could do. Okay,
Which
I'm gonna move on to Dave versus Carter's matchup.
nobody cares
I
about Brian Robinson.
I actually
care
do
about
not
Brian
He
remember
gets
who-
shot and then he's done.
I don't remember who I predicted in this one. I really couldn't tell you, but Carter won this one 152 to 122. A good week for both of them, considering nobody came out hurt, which is kind of surprising in the whole week. Clyde Edwards-Helaire kind of continues to be the surprise, I'd say. And I think you guys would agree in fantasy football.
Yep.
I mean, 22 and 15, number 5 running back.
I think
Montgomery,
he's
if y'all
going
were
down.
watching,
He's just getting a bunch of touchdowns.
oh, I agree. I don't think he's good, but I mean, so far, I didn't think he'd be the starting running back to start the year, to be honest with you. So he looks pretty good. David Montgomery looked. I don't know if y'all watched Sunday night, like one of the best running backs in the league on Sunday. Adams had a bad week and he still won. So kudos to you, Carter. Your defense kind of carried you, but you did have the best defense in the league, so that's going to happen sometimes. So good for you. And now, Nick, let's break down the Anthony matchup of the week versus
Well,
Mike.
we
I
already
already
did that.
So we're gonna skip that actually.
Yeah, that brings us to the therapy team of the week, sponsored by Primo Wellness. Once again, Anthony, you're our therapy team of the week. It's not even close. You got people, your quarterback going down. Your team still sucks. So maybe next week you'll get a little bit better and you won't be the therapy team of the week. I'm definitely trending in that direction. So I could be the therapy team of the week any day now. But
Yeah, I really think the loser of the Anthony versus me game is going to be the therapy team of the week next week. Could be either one of us.
Hey,
this
at
point,
least
you just
somebody on the
never
podcast is getting a win.
and somebody's gonna be 0-3.
Right.
Somebody's going to be 0-3, possibly 2
I'm
people.
gonna win this week. Okay.
You do
that
have
what
to
you s-
keep a minimum win percentage to stay on the podcast. You know, you guys know that, right?
All
Which
right,
is?
Alexi, let's bring us to our standings divisions breakdown. Thank you. Piece of shit.
So we'll go ahead and look at the chubby division. We got Ben at the top, Justin in second, Braden in third, Nick in fourth. Ben's taking a pretty commanding lead in that division. He's 2-0, while Justin and Braid are 1-1, and Nick is obviously 0-2. And in the obtuse division, we got William and Mike at the top with two back-to-back dominant performances on Anthony and I, respectively. Then we got me and then Anthony chilling at the bottom division at our 0-2. Yeah, that division's looking pretty lopsided. And then in the overweight division, we got Carter leading the reins, and then Mr. Dave, Connor, both tied for second, and then Paul in last place. Don't sleep on Paul's team, though. He could do some damage.
Okay. Now, oh God, dude.
Anyway.
Wait, the viewers can look at this, right? They see the video.
Yeah, they can see the video.
They just laugh the whole time whenever Alexi's on the screen. I mean, come on, guys. It's almost like he's doing it on purpose. All right, we're gonna go down to Braden Little. Talk to me, Braden, about the tracker matchup of the week predictions.
Oh, yes. Well, just like in the real fantasy football, I am leading this. I am the only one who's 2-0. Obviously, I would pick myself in the first matchup because Nick sucks. And then I don't know why anybody would ever pick Anthony because Anthony sucks. So I feel like that was pretty easy 2-0. I really don't know how you guys are only 1-1.
Yeah, so what this is, we're going to keep track.
I don't know what the segment was.
We're going to keep track of our matchup of the week predictions throughout the year. And then we'll keep you guys updated. Currently, Braden's 2-0 and everyone else is 1-1. But yeah, let's jump into this week's matchups.
All
Anthony,
right.
You want to start it off, breaking down
the matchups, our predictions. Oh, car, open door. Awesome. So I'm going to be breaking down Nick and Justin's matchup. God damn it. What the shit bowl. We're going to go through our position. Herbert. I love Herbert, huge Herbert guy, but I'm going to go with Hurts this week versus Washington. Herbert's banged up.
Is he going to play?
I hate Eckler. Yeah, he's going to play, but I hate Eckler. Most overrated first-round draft pick in the league, as I mentioned. Aaron Jones, he had a great last week. Still overrated, so you're not good. A.J. Dillon, I think, will have more points than Aaron Jones. Bold prediction for next week. Michael Pittman's back in Nick's lineup, which will help tremendously because his receiving core is pretty rough without it. Marquise Brown, I honestly don't like either of these teams. I'm going to say, this pains me, but I'm going to go with Nick because I don't think Justin's going to have a tight end. And
Good
I
choice.
think that might be different.
Wow.
I think my prediction is going to be around 116 to 110, Nick.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so who's Nick? Nick.
Yeah, the next matchup we're going to break down is Braden versus Ben. I think this one's going to be a close one. I really do. I think Russell Wilson's going to stay bad. His coaching staff is not helping him out. They're calling plays like 5 seconds before the play clock's running down. So he's not having time to get up to the line and make adjustments. Braden was talking to me this week. He actually thinks Tom Brady might be washed. So this quarterback matchup, do you have anything to say about
that? Yeah, I mean, he just looks bad through 2 weeks. Like, doesn't look good. And all of his receivers are hurt. So, like, I'm not afraid of Tom Brady. I'm not afraid of Ben. Come on, Ben. Let's go. Let's ride. That's what I meant to say.
Broncos Nation. Braden has the name brand running backs in this with Kamara and Javonte Williams. But I think Ben's guys, Leonard Fournette and Nick Chubb, I mean, they're still name brand, but I think they were more of a second tier. I think they're going to score more points. And Ben has two of the most electric receivers in the league right now, Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle. They could both put up 40 on any given week. And we saw that last week with Waddle. Braden's guys, they're just short yardage PPR guys. I don't think they score a lot of points. They'll get 12 to 15, kind of depending on touchdown. I'll say neither tight end on either team has scored this year, so they're kind of crappy there. But I think Ben's going to start 3-0. I really do. I think he's going to take this division by the balls.
By the balls.
For the reason why.
Why the Celtics? Who's going to win it? The Celtics. Why? Because there's no other reason why. The Celtics are the balls. Now let's move on to Alexi, Paul versus Carter.
Yeah, not much to say about this one. I mean, I think Carter's going to take the W.
if he starts his lineup. Paul.
Yeah, Paul's got Julio Jones in there still, but I think he's still questionable. I don't know if he's going to play or not. But Paul's got Jonathan Taylor and Josh Allen who could go off pretty much in any second. But can't doubt Carter, who's 2-0. Proving doubters wrong every week. Got to take Carter.
Awesome. Then I'm gonna quickly do Dave versus Connor. I'm gonna go with David Jones is what 0-2, I believe. Yeah. I actually like both these teams. I've been high on both these teams all year, and this one might be a little surprising because it's an upset. But I'm gonna go with David Jones beating Connor this week. And you might say, Anthony, why? I think Joe Burrow's gonna have a big week. I think Justin Jefferson. But I think Amon St. Brown, I love him. He's a great player. I think he's going to have a down week. I don't think he is this year's Cooper Kupp. I think he's good. But I've heard some Cooper Kupp comparisons of last year, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's still going to have a bad week. And he's playing Minnesota, who has a pretty good defense. I know they didn't look great on Monday night, but their defense isn't horrible. They did pretty good well against the Packers. And this brings me to what's it called? Pepperonis, Tony's pizza pick of the week, baby. Yeah, put the pepperoni on the sausage, baby. You want a corner or a side? And this week's pepperoni player of the week is Kyle Pitts. I think he has a big bounce back week. As he goes down to Seattle.
Anthony, why did you have to do that to Kyle Pitts?
I think Kyle Pitts is going to have an explosive week for Seattle. I've been hearing all week that they want to get him involved. They want to get him involved.
No shit, they want to get him the ball.
No,
They drafted him
the coach
fourth. They
actually
dropped
said
him-
today they don't
drafted
care
him
about
top
that.
5. Shut the fuck up. This is my segment. They drafted him top 5 in the
He's
draft.
been wrong every week. We have
Every single
of
week.
Anthony's pepperoni Tony
That
pizza
was,
pick is the
that
week.
was
I
just
think-
actually wrong. The coaches
think-
said that they don't care about getting him the ball.
I
He's
think-
blocking on 18% of plays. Last year he blocked on 2% of plays.
That's not what I've been seeing. But I like Kyle Pitts this week. I think he has a big
What?
He said,
and I think that Dave's gonna win. I actually really have to go, so I'm gonna say the rest that I have to say and let you guys finish.
Actually, this says they're not going to get him the ball. Arthur Smith actually said the ball will find him.
That's what I'm saying. I like that, baby. The ball gonna find him. Best player on the football field. The ball gonna find him. I promise you that. No cap. And also,
oh, crap.
the coming out player of the week. And before I leave, and then my Super Bowl prediction, I'm out of here. The coming out player of the week. He's had a rough start to the season, but he's looked pretty good if you've actually watched the football games. Prime time, Monday night. His belly's going to be full. It's Feed Zeke on Monday night versus the Giants. I'm expecting a big game.
Zeke.
Going to put him back on the map after he really has looked pretty good. It's just the game script hasn't gone well, and they kind of stopped running it at halftime. Not sure why. Then I'm going to go with my Super Bowl prediction. And it's going to be, in my opinion, the new baddest man in the NFL. People don't talk about him anymore. The Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is the baddest man in the entire league. Aaron Rodgers was. It's Mahomes' time. He's the man. And I just think he's just too good. He's a winner, and I just think he's going to win the Super Bowl this year. And with that, I let you all finish the last couple segments.
Real quick before you go, who's going to win this week, William or Mike?
Mike. William sucks. You'll
All
see.
right.
It'll catch up to him.
Have a good night, Anthony. Go get
Love
some
you guys.
sleep, buddy.
Have a good rest of your podcast.
See you later.
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
Bye. Justin sucks. Bye.
We're going to break down our matchup of the week, William versus Mike.
I got to break down Anthony. Alex
Never
first.
mind. I'm like the new Anthony of the podcast. Anthony leaves, all of a sudden I can't keep track of where we are.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing Anthony's not here because he's not gonna want to hear this. I am picking Alexi.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be on the back of Dalvin Cook. He is my coming out player of the week after kind of a slow start to the season. But he's playing Detroit, and we're getting Kirk back under the 1 o'clock game lights. So the lights will be a little bit dimmer for him. He'll be able to see out there. So I'm expecting a big day from Kirk Cousins, which will in tune turn into a big day for Dalvin Cook.
I don't actually think it's Kirk Cousins' fault. I have a tougher time seeing it at night too.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Stephon Diggs just put up a 45 burger. So I'm not expecting that, but I mean, he's going to get 20, 25. I don't know. I really don't see a world where Anthony wins. He's starting CeeDee Lamb and Travis Etienne. George Kittle hasn't played a snap. And that's the 820 game. I was going to give Anthony some friendly advice, saying he should probably pick up another tight end who's going to play later, but he left. So hopefully he listens to this. He probably won't. Probably won't hear this. CD's not going to do anything. Antonio Gibson got lucky that he fell into the end zone last week. Najee Harris is just fancy David Montgomery. His team's just not that good. I really like Alexi's team. I feel like they've all underperformed, which is why he's 0-2. But I really think he turns it around and gets his first dub of the season.
Let's hope so.
Well, all right, this brings us to the matchup of the week. William versus Mike. Both teams have started 2-0. Alexi, can we get your breakdown of this?
Yeah, I mean, these are two good teams. Both of them smacked me. It's gonna be a close one though. I don't really know who I have winning this.
That's the whole point of this, man.
He's looking. I think it's got to be William.
I think it's got to be William too. I mean, he's got
Patrick
Cooper Kupp and
Mahomes,
Tyreek
Cooper Kupp.
Hill.
Yeah.
He's got to get a new tight end. If he gets that new tight end under wraps, he could be dangerous.
Shoot, he's got the pepperoni Tony pizza pick of the week. I mean, that's a guaranteed lock, right?
You're gonna want to bench Zeke.
Yeah,
we're saying.
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't though. I thought it was Kyle Pitts, right?
Oh shoot! It was.
Oh,
way to go.
What was Zeke then? That was coming out player of the week. Anthony's got two bold predictions of the week, 2 players of the week. I don't know why we did that, but he just likes to ruin people's week. So like Zeke and Kyle Pitts, bench them in all your leagues. They're not going to be good if Anthony predicted them. The real predictions that you want will be coming up after we finish the segment. But my pick is William as well. I think he's gonna beat Mike. But with Lamar Jackson and Debo, you just never know.
I am also going with William. I actually really, really like Mike's team, but I have bet against William too many times and I've lost. So I'm going for William for that reason.
All right. This brings us to our 4th segment, our coming out players of the week. I'll kick this one off. I really need it this week, and I'm picking Derrick Henry. He's had 2 bad weeks, and it's time. The Yeti, the King, he's coming back, and he's going to score 3 touchdowns this week. And I'm
3.
Justin's ass. Yep, because he doesn't usually score 2. It's either 0 or 3. If you look at his game log from last year, I think he did it 3 different times. So this is the week. I need it myself. Had to do it. Braden?
I think I just said I have Dalvin Cook. He's been rushing well. They just haven't given him the ball that much. I think it's game script issues. And he hasn't gotten in the end zone, which I just think changes playing against that Detroit Lions defense. I'm expecting a big game out of the Vikings. So I think Dalvin goes for over 30 this week.
Sexy Lexi.
Yeah. It's a tough one. So many good players in the league. I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs having a repeat week. He's not going to get 44, but he can get over 30, I think. Keep an eye out for that one.
That's really bold, Alexi.
Let's see what happens.
That guy, Stephon Diggs, breaking out this week, turning his season around.
We're going to need it again in week 3 to beat Anthony.
All right. Well, our last segment of the night, we got a couple questions from you guys, but the one that we liked the most was some Super Bowl predictions. I'll kick us off. Josh Allen and the Bills, they're unstoppable. I don't think anyone's going to come close to beating them. I think their defense is solid. I think Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are incredible, and I don't think there's a team in the league that can stop them.
I kind of agree with Nick. I would pick the Bills. They just look really hot. But I'm gonna go a little bit of a bolder prediction here. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. And I think that they can get hot. And if Jalen Hurts is playing well, he's playing really well, not just running, but throwing the ball too. He's been one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league. And we already know he can run the ball as good as Lamar Jackson. So I could see them making a run. So I'm going with the Eagles if that defense can hold up.
You know how many times you told me when I drafted Jalen Hurts that he sucks?
Yeah. I had him on my team last year. He couldn't throw the ball accurately. Clearly changed something.
You don't know anything. This is why you're bad. Beat you, didn't I? Barely.
Yeah, for me, Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. It's not a question. It'll be Bills Eagles, but it'll be Bills easy.
All right. And then finally, we have some breaking news that Braden is going to break for us.
I do. I have some breaking news, guys. Lil Meep is coming out of retirement for his week 4 matchup against Anthony. There will be a wrap dropped, and you guys will be the first ones to hear it. So stay tuned for that.
Wow. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Let's have a great week 4, and we will talk to you guys next week.